Are you moving and you want to know how that's going to impact your Medicare? Well, we have answers for you in today's video. Hi, I'm Matthew Clausen with MedigapSeminars.org. Now, before we get into today's video on moving with Medicare, I want to be sure you know that whether you're new to Medicare and researching your options, or you've had Medicare for a while and you just have questions, the MedigapSeminars.org website is where you're going to find the answers. What I've done is I've put together a whole series of videos to help educate on Medicare from A to Z, from everything from how to enroll in Medicare to what the different Medicare plans are and how to work with them, to how to find the right Medicare plan for your needs and your budget. If you have a specific question that you're researching, you can use our search form, type it in, it's going to search through all of our blogs, our articles, our videos, and find the answer for you. Of course, you can also contact us, type in your question, send it to us via email on the Contact Us form on the website. One of our licensed agents is going to get back to you within 24 hours. When you're ready to shop, you just want to compare prices, fill out the Medicare Supplement Quote Request form, send that in to us, and we will email you a personalized Medicare Supplement price comparison for your zip code. Now, just to be sure, we do not lease or sell or rent any of this information at all. You are not even going to get a phone call from anybody unless, of course, you contact us with a question. So visit MedigapSeminars.org. Our mission is to help you make an informed decision about your Medicare. So you have Medicare and you're planning on moving to a new location. What do you need to do to make sure that your coverage is seamless and it doesn't impact your health care? That will depend actually on which type of Medicare plan you have. If you have a Medicare supplement, you don't need to do anything. Medicare supplements are good all across the country. They're good with any doctor, any hospital, any medical facility that accepts Medicare. This is why a lot of snowbirds prefer Medicare supplement plans to the alternatives like a Medicare Advantage, because the Medicare supplement is good with any doctor. Now, different states have different price structures for their Medicare supplement plans. So although you don't need to do anything, it's probably in your best interest to reshop your plan. Now, here's the thing. Some states have very expensive Medicare supplements. Some states have very inexpensive Medicare supplements. If you move to a state where the Medicare supplements are generally lower in cost, you want to reshop your plan, and if you can, get a lower cost for your plan. If you move to a state that has higher costs, and the company that you are with also works in that state, they have the right to raise your Medicare supplement premium to the premium in the different state. But in addition, just because the company that you're with in your first state is competitive, let's say you shopped really hard and you've got the best price plan for where you live, and now you're moving. Well, the company that's the best price plan for where you live may not be the most competitive price where you're moving to. And if they can raise the rate, you may find it very easy to save money by reshopping. So with a Medicare supplement plan, you don't need to do anything. You like your plan, you just keep it. You don't have to do anything. But it's in your best interest to reshop. And it's really simple to do that. Actually, just send a quote request to an independent broker, and they'll tell you what prices are. You can take a look and see if it's in your best interest to consider changing plan. Now, if you have a Medicare Part D prescription drug plan or a Medicare Advantage plan, one of the HMOs or PPOs, then you are going to be required to take action to make sure that you maintain consistent coverage. Those plans, your Medicare Part D and a Medicare Advantage plan, are local coverage. They're meant to be typically within your county, within your short specific area. So those plans do not travel with you. So when you move outside of the service area of that plan, you create a special enrollment. Now, special enrollment gives you the right to replace that plan. If it's a Medicare Part D plan, you can get a different Medicare Part D plan. With a Medicare Advantage plan, you've got a couple rights we're going to get to here in a minute. So let's say you have a Medicare Part D plan and you're moving. What do? Well, you call up the plan, usually about 30 days before you're going to move, and you tell them where your new address is going to be. And what you want them to do is to generate what we call a disenrollment letter. It's simply a letter that says, Mr. or Mrs. Jones, you're moving out of our service area and we will no longer be able to service your plan. That disenrollment letter is your golden ticket. That's what you need in order to trigger the special enrollment and be able to shop for and get a new plan for the zip code that you're moving to. So when you do this either before you move or when you move, you reshop your plan, get on Medicare.gov for your prescription drug plan, put in your prescriptions and the zip code where you're moving to, and find which plan is best for you in that zip code. Don't assume that just because the plan you have in one state is going to be the best plan for you in another state. It might be, but don't make that assumption because sometimes it's not. So take a look, and if that plan is what you want, you get to reshop the plan. The new company may ask for a copy of the disenrollment letter. That's why it's good to have one handy. But the bottom line, it's a special enrollment where you can change plans, and you'll need to change plans as you move. Your time frame for doing that, you have 60 days before you move and 63 days after you move. What you do not want to do is have a gap in coverage of more than 63 days, because that will trigger some problems. So make sure your coverage is seamless. Plan ahead of time. Everything is pretty much the same with a Medicare Advantage plan if you have an HMO or a PPO, with a little bit of a difference. You have to even be more careful when you shop, because Medicare Advantage plans are very, very different from state to state. So you have to be really careful. If you decide when you move you want to keep a Medicare Advantage plan, get onto the Medicare website or call an independent agent that's local to that area that will service the Medicare Advantage plans in that area and reshop your plan. Again, you do not want to go for more than 63 days without coverage. You want to plan ahead, call up the company, get your disenrollment letter, and get the new plan set up so that it starts the day after your old plan ends. However, you've got something else you could do if it interests you. A lot of people like to or want to move out of a Medicare Advantage plan, but they may find because of their health they can't get a Medicare supplement. When you move, you create a special election period that allows you to get certain Medicare supplement plans. Not any plan that you want. Before 2020, it's, what do we have here? It's Plan F, Plan FHD, Plan A, Plan C, Plan B, and Plan K. Now the A, B, and K most people don't even look at, but you have Plan F, is very common, Plan FHD, that you could get to without medical underwriting. It's a guarantee issue plan. Now, I'm doing this video in 2017. When 2020 comes along, we may or may not be able to have a guarantee issue into a Plan F or a Plan C. Probably not. And again, it depends on certain things. Bottom line is, if you're watching this video and it's after 2020, you might not be able to get the Plan F and C and instead be able to get a Plan G and a Plan G high deductible. The bottom line is, if you have a Medicare Part D prescription drug coverage or a Medicare Advantage plan, you do need to take action to make sure that you trigger special enrollment period and get a plan for the new location where you're moving to. Or, if you wish, with a Medicare Advantage plan, that's one of the special opportunities to get a guarantee issue into Medicare supplements. With a Medicare supplement plan, you don't need to do anything. You don't have a special election, you don't have any special privileges because you don't need to do anything. But it is a good reason, and certainly in your best interest, to reshop your plan. Of course, if you would like details and prices, contact us. Give us a call or contact us through our MedigapSeminars.org website. We work with seniors from coast to coast, literally from California to Virginia and Michigan to Miami. If you found this video informative, you enjoyed it, please press the like button below. It will help others find this video when they have the same questions that you do. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel if you want, or if you want an easy way to find all of our videos, go on to our MedigapSeminars.org website. We have them all listed there, really in an order from start to finish with Medicare. I'm Matthew Clausen with MedigapSeminars.org. Thank you for watching.